since the start of this war on the 7th of October, particularly at student campuses in several parts of the globe. We now welcome to studio Yana Naftalieva, the president of the World Union of Jewish Students. Yana, thank you so much for being here in studio. You certainly have your work cut out for you. Talk to us as a student leader what it has been like since the 7th of October in terms of campuses, particularly for Jewish students across the globe.
First of all, thank you so much for having me. And the reality for the Jewish students in the diaspora has changed a lot since October 7th. University campuses, once places of education and growth, became a very dangerous place for us.
Sure.
Jewish students are not just feeling discriminated, they are facing physical danger. And just in the beginning of this month in Berlin, a Jewish student ended up in a hospital because he was beaten up by his classmate because of his pro-Israeli position. And honestly, the situation on five continents on the globe are the same. It doesn't matter if you are in the US, in Europe, in Latin America, in Australia, in South Africa. If you are a Jewish student on campus now, it means constant resistance. Anti-Zionists are claiming that Jewish students and pro-Israeli students have no space on campus, and Jewish students have to fight and show that we deserve to be on campus just like any other group of students.
So what do you do as an organization in cases like this? How do you respond?
Since October 7th, we partnered up with the International Association of Jewish Lawyers and Jurists, and we wanted to take a legal action. Now, if you're a Jewish student on campus and you're facing an anti-Semitic incident, you can contact us, and we will make sure that you will get a lawyer in your country, and this lawyer will take your case and make sure that you're protected. We guarantee our students full privacy and support.
Many around the globe were particularly shocked about the anti-Israel sentiment on campuses in the United States. Not all campuses, it's important to stress, but certainly there were some worrying scenes playing out. Talk to us about the feedback you get from Jewish students in the United States right now. How worried are they, and what can they do?
They are really horrified. It is not easy. They are basically excluded from any other student organizations just because they support Israel. A lot of these groups are trying to say that, you know, we are not against Jews, we're just against Zionists, but we don't hate you Jews. But we all know that anti-Zionism is anti-Semitism. And if you do not support Zionism, it means that you do not support Jews.
And what are leaders on these university campuses doing? We heard some of them speaking at that diabolical congressional hearing in recent months, but what are the leaders at these various institutions doing in cases like this?
So we are working with the students from all over the world, and honestly, our member unions are showing remarkable resilience. In Italy, Italian Union of Jewish Students is addressing the parliament. In Germany, German Union of Jewish Students, Austrian Union of Jewish Students, Spanish Union of Jewish Students are organizing massive rallies in order to raise awareness for the hostages. European Union of Jewish Students is having an ongoing online campaign to raise awareness for them. South African Union of Jewish Students are now getting ready to face the Israel Apartheid Week. So all of the member unions of WUJS are fighting their fight and standing their ground.
And how have things changed for South African students, if at all, given the developments in The Hague, something we were talking about a bit earlier on in this show?
The situation for them is really not easy. As you know, the seasons in South Africa are different. So for now, they are on a break. And next month, they're going back to studying. And every March, every year, they have Israel Apartheid Week. But this year, especially, because in the light of the war with Israel, we don't know if they're going to face an Israel Apartheid month. This is actually terrifying, and this is why WUJS is going to send a solidarity mission to South Africa next month to support them. We're going to bring Jewish student leaders from all over the world to show South African students that they are not alone.
And Yana, lastly, talk to us about tensions on campuses within Israel right now. Do they exist? And if so, how do you intervene, if at all?
We work closely with the National Union of Students in Israel, NUS. They have a board member within the WUJUS board. There are some tensions, but we do know that most of the Israeli societies are the society is very united now. And honestly, as WUJUS, we're trying to get more support from Israel to have more support for the diaspora students. And we were in the Knesset just 2 weeks ago. Thank you so much, the member of Knesset, Dani Luz, Moshe Turpas, and Yosef Haddad for inviting us. And we're making sure that there will be a great channel between diaspora students and Israeli students.
Yana Natalieva, I wish we had more time. Thank you so much for your insights and all the best with your work. Thank you very much for being here in studio.
Thank you so much.